what are master layouts in PowerPoint. So for that we need to shift and click this option over here. Now we are into the master template for the presentation. If you'll see over here, we are seeing a lot of things. Master slide defines the layout of all the other slides. These are the slides that fall into this master slide. So in the master slide, I have added the date, footer, and slide number. If I delete all this, then you see the formatting has been lost in these as well. But if I command Z and if I come back to this, then you'll see that the formatting is retained in all the other slides. That is the purpose of the master slide. So whatever updates we do over here, say if I come here and this is the slide master, home, we are already familiar with the working of the home because I have already explained that in the previous video. So let me just make this say Adlam display. So this is now Adlam display. So if you'll see that I have changed the font type and font style of this particular thing, and it's now reflecting in all these things. So this is the purpose of the master slide. Whatever changes we make in the master slide will reflect on the slide or the other slides that we have in that particular master. This is one. And how do we use these masters? So if I just press this again, so I will exit the master template mode. I'm back to the slide view now. Over here, if I go to this new slide option, this I was explaining that these are the layouts from the master template, but I told you that I'll let you know how we can access the master template. So this I have already shown you, and if I apply this, so one of the layouts of the master template has been applied. Now let's go back to the master template and see how we can create a master template for ourselves. Let me just add a new master template and let's see how we can design master templates for the companies that we are working with. If a company already have their master template, that is great. You can go ahead and reuse the elements that are available in that master template, but if not, then you will have to create a master template from scratch so that all the creatives that you will be creating for that particular company, all the presentations that you'll be creating for that particular company look consistent and follow the same brand guidelines. So currently I'm on the slide master tab and we have two options: insert slide master or insert layout. These two are very different. Slide master is the big slide that I just walked you through, and slide layouts are these slides. So first of all, whenever we are creating a master template, we need to first insert a slide master. So it's already giving us the pre-populated options. You can use them if you would like, play around with them, and if not, just delete everything that you have in here. Delete the rest of the slides and start fresh. Over here, if we go ahead and see master layout, so it says title. If I click on this, then it will remove the title, date, footer, page number, and text. And we have the blank master slide. Same stands true for this: title, footer, and it's all gone. Now let's start with a blank slate. Over here, it says insert layout. So we all know insert layout means adding an extra slide in the layout option. This we don't want right now. Then it says delete in case you want to delete any slide, which we don't want to do. In case you want to rename, so it says title slide. In case you want to give it any new name, we can do that. What this name is, let me just show it to you. So instead of title slide, let's say the cover slide. Rename, and if we go out from the master template mode and if we go to this new slide, so if you'll see for this particular master template that we have been working on, this says cover slide. So whenever we are building master templates, we need to define the layout name so that whosoever is working on that template knows the purpose and the usability of that particular layout. This is the functionality of the rename feature. If we want to add any footer, we can select this option from here, footer. Now I'm moving this footer over here, and let's say Let's go to the home tab, edit the text of this. Let's make it left align for practice purpose only. And on this slide it's not showing up, but if I go to this slide master, insert layout, so whatever new layout we are adding, let's delete these two. We are unable to delete these two as of now because if we go outside the master layout, either of these has been used for this particular slide, due to which we are unable to delete it. Let's delete one and then the others. So if you'll see, this one was used for that slide, due to which we can't delete this for now. But as for this slide, so we have added the footer, and let's also add the slide number. It says page number, that's fine. Let's change the formatting of this. So for home, I want this to be in light gray color. This one as well, light gray color. I want the font to be 9 points only. For this one as well, 9 points. So if you see, the footer has already been reset, and we have the slide number as well on the slide over here. So whatever updates we are making on the master slide, all those updates will reflect in here. For this one, this is a previous slide, so let's go out. And for this slide, let's make it use the custom layout that we have created. And delete this one. Great. So we have this. Now if we want to make any other adjustments, say we want themes. So here are the themes that we can play around with. Maybe we want this theme. So accordingly, a master template has been added, and we can play around and edit this template as per our requirements. So these are some ready-made themes that we can use. If we want to insert any placeholders, so these are the options. So for content, I can add this, and we have content. If I don't want to add content, I just Command Z, undo the things that I have been doing. Let's go to insert placeholder. Let's say content vertical. So earlier it was horizontal, now it will be vertical, top to down. Or if I want to add just text. So again, let's see what's the difference between this text and the content. Okay, so difference between just text and content is, if we add content, then you'll see we have these 8 options available to us. And if I go out, and if I go to layouts, and if I use this particular layout, so if you'll see, now these are clickable options. So if someone wants to add any images from online pictures, they can. If they want to add any images from their computer, they can just click on it and add. If they want to add any stock images, they can use this. What about if they want to add any of these smart arts? So these are the options available. So they can do whatever they want right away from these options. If they want to record a video, if they want to insert a table, insert, and this will convert into a table. Or if they want to add any bar graphs, any type of graphs. So this is the option for that. So this is an amazing option in case you think the template will have versatile utility, then you should definitely add content instead of text. But in case you think you just want people to add text in here, then this is your option. So content vertical, we know. So text vertical, again we can know. In case you just want them to add a picture in here, so you can just add this picture layout and they'll be done. In case you want a chart to be added, so you can add a chart in here, and they can add any chart as per their requirement. Table, again you can just add the table. Smart art, so whatever options in the content, like the 8 options that were available in the content box, all those are available here separately. So you can go ahead and add those if you would like. This is how you can design your master templates. Apart from this, we have background styles options. So in case you want your slides to have a preset background from this library, you can. In case you want to format the background as per your requirement, you can go ahead and do that as well. That is also available. This hide background graphics option. So Let's come out of this and insert slide number. Here, slide numbers weren't active due to which we weren't seeing the footer and slide numbers. So if I say slide number, footer, apply all, now I can see the slide number and footer that we have added in the master template. Now we had that option of hide backgrounds. If I right click format background, we have that similar option over here as well, hide background graphics. What is the purpose of this icon? Let's say companies do add their logos on the slides, right? So now let's come to the master slides over here. Let's say we are not making any white slides, we make black slides. So we can do that, and accordingly we can adjust the, let's go to home tab and let's adjust the color of the text over here. And now if I add any new slide from the master slide master here, insert layout, so it will be black with white text. Oh, this is the formatting that we have. So it is very important to define your master template before you do anything or create any other layouts. This again, this was just a temporary layout that I have created. So we can delete this and create new template. But for this one, let's say hide background. So let's come back to our point here. I want this to be right, left aligned, home, left aligned, done. Let's shift it here. Now let's insert logo. So usually companies add their logos, right? So I'm inserting that logo in here. Now if I add new layouts, all those layouts will have that particular logo and the formatting that the title slide is having. Now let's go back in here, layout. Let's use this custom layout. Now what this hide background graphics does is, if I hide this, then it will hide whatever graphics I have added on that particular slide, like company logos or any backgrounds that I might have added, say. So let's say if I add anything on this slide, say just for purpose of decoration, let's add a square in here. And let's make this square orange. No outline for sure. So this is a template that we are creating, for example. So this is now again a graphic, and this is a graphic, because if you come to the other slides, this is not editable, right? If I'm clicking on this, I'm unable to edit this. So these are the graphics that we have, and if I click hide background graphics, it will hide all the graphics that I might have added on the master slide. And the same can be done when we come out of that master layout mode. From here, hide background graphics. Let's go back in there. Now we came to know the purpose of a lot of things, right? And here are the colors in case we want to define the color palette for the entire template that we are designing. So here are the options: customize colors. We can also customize the colors from here. Just click on the color here, add the hex code that you want, close, and you'll be done. Fonts, you can also define the fonts that you want. So here are a couple of fonts that you can choose from. Microsoft Office font. If I say I want all this to be Times New Roman, this is Times New Roman. So you can also adjust the slide size in case 4:3 is required, or any other ratio that might be required. We can change the size as well. This is how we set up the master template. So this is the major section that is used when we design the master layouts. And then there is home tab. So when we are designing customized slides like this one, and in case we want to make any adjustments, or maybe this is the master template, but maybe we want to design specific slides. So for one slide, say we want to add circles in here. Let's make the color the same as that. No outline. Oops, no outline. I'm pressing Option and Shift and then dragging it down, and that's how I'm making the copy for this one. So, and I'm selecting all this. Now I'm pressing Shift, down arrow, down arrow, down arrow, left arrow, left arrow, left arrow with Shift. So this is how I'm decreasing the size of these shapes. So say I want this to look like this. And then let's say for the next slide, I'm copy pasting this here, but I don't want these circles to look like circles, but I want these to look like squares or triangles. How can I do that? Maybe I have to create squares or triangles and then paste them here. That's one option, but let's make it time saving. If I go to shape format option, we haven't discussed this so far because I told you that I'll be touch basing on these two options later during the video to show you the functionality better. Yes, I have selected these three shapes, and if I come to this edit shape option and I say change shape, this entire panel opens up and I can change the shape to whichever shape I want. Over here, I want this to be triangles, and I just click on this, and now these are triangles. Let's make a copy of this. Command C, Command V. Select all these triangles. Let's go back to the shape format option, edit shape, and here I want this to be a square. And here we are. We have circle, triangle, and square without any effort, just within seconds. This is the effectiveness of edit shape option. It is used quite frequently when we are designing slides. So PowerPoint course, for practice purpose only, we have our slide number as well. Master title, if you want to change the font of this, we can do Corbel. Let's go for that. So this is the font for this entire presentation. This is how we create master templates. This one, let's just go outside. Okay, this slide is not using. So let's delete this one. If we come outside, so if you'll see, we are using this template, and now whatever I want to design, I can do that. Say, let's add some more variety to this. So we have one template where we have the click to edit master title style, and then we have second with the squares. We can have these three options, and let's say Command C, Command V. Let's add some versatility to it, and let's delete these two. So I have made a copy of the circle one only, and I want this to be middle aligned, and I want that option available to all the other options as well. So let's make a copy of this twice. Delete the circles, go back to the triangle option, copy these triangles from here and paste these here. So for the master slide, the purpose of adding graphics or elements in here is to ensure that we don't have to replicate those things on the layouts time and again. So I knew this particular rectangle is going to be consistent. This logo name or whatever I have placed in here will be consistent. So I have added these graphics in here, but rest I'm changing those as in when we move to the other slides. So that is why I'm adding these shapes in the layouts instead of adding those in the master. I hope you understood the difference in the master and layouts by now. So this thing is not editable. So if I want to edit this rectangle, it will be editable only in the master. Same stand true for the logo. These things we have added as text boxes. So these are editable, of course. We can add something if we would like, but I don't think so we should be changing that because copyright remains consistent on all slides. Now we can create custom layouts for our requirements or for the company's requirement that we are working for. So over here, I changed the position of this rectangle. I want squares as well. Command C, Command V. So this is one. Now I want one layout. Let's copy paste one more layout and paste in here. Or you can also go ahead and insert layout and it will add a layout, but without these circles. So let's go back to our copy pasted one with the circles one. I want this placement of the title. Whenever we are making PowerPoints, it is very important to keep the placements consistent so that there are no jumps when we are working on slides. So let's delete this and paste this particular option. See, these are consistent, no jumps. Now I want to insert content option so that whosoever wants to add whatever content, they can do that on the slide. So now they have the options of adding picture or whatsoever they want. But this looks a bit off, right? Adding this picture in this area only. So let's reduce this. So if they want to add a picture, they can add it in this area. And on the right hand side, this is a very basic template that is being created. We can add, we can add insert toolbar, and let's add text this time. So whatever image they want to add, they can add, and for that we have the supporting text. Not only image, they can also add charts, tables, or whatever they need. And on the right hand side, they can add the supporting text. It's not like we can change the shape of this. To make it more interesting, why not have it edit, change shape? Why not have it in a circle? So now we have a circle in which we'll be adding the image. So over here, I have already told you that we have these height and width options. In order to make it a perfect circle, we can add it like this. And so command B 10.91, 10.91. So this is the shape that we have. It's a circle now. And now if I check it, and if I change the size to say 9, and just the height I'm changing, and if I hit enter, you'll see width has also been changed, because it's following the ratio that I have defined because of the check mark. Let's increase this. And we have a template with us. And this is the way we can create as many layouts and templates that we want for our reels. And if I go outside, and if I'm working on this template and I'm creating a presentation, say I can use whichever slide I want. New slide, layout, I want this particular layout, image. I can add a chart if I want. Let's say add this chart. So it opened up the editable data in Excel, and it has added a chart for me. It has added a chart in square. Of course, charts are in square, but if you add pictures, then it will come up in circle, the shape that we have already defined. For these colors, shift enter, it's being pulled from here, the master colors that we have. If we want to customize the colors, we can change the color, accent color, and we can do that as I have already told you. So we have this interesting layout in place, and it's so interesting that it's playing so well with the geometric shapes, adding versatility as well as consistency in the template. On the right hand side, if you see, okay, what's that? That is the designer option. PowerPoint now offers this designer option, so it suggests you a couple of layouts that you can use as per the content that you have been using, or the styles that you can explore for your particular slide. So for this one as well, we just have a chart and everything else is blank, but okay, they have no design ideas to share. But this is the way how we edit master templates and how we create master templates for any company or any project that we are working on. It just makes our working so efficient. So instead of adding this rectangle all the time on all the slides, see, it's not even editable. So there is no chance for anyone to displace it by mistake, and it won't look like an error whatsoever mistake anyone makes, because I can't even move these. These are consistent. In case I want to move it, I need to press shift and go to this, and there I need to make this movement, and it will reflect in this. So great, we have an interesting and amazing looking PowerPoint template with us, which we can use to design any kind of presentation that we want. This is just one step. I'll be adding this template that we have created so far along with the resources of this course, so that you can just download it, explore it if you would like, make any adjustments to it, or use it for your projects. I hope you have followed along and tried to make a similar template at your end as well. It's a pretty basic one that we have created. Try playing around with the colors for this. Change the color palette for this particular template that you have created so far, or the font type. Play around with the font size. Instead of having this font size, go ahead and say use a smaller font size. Not just for this particular slide, but in the master slide. Because if you change the font size in just one slide, then you will lose consistency, right? And we don't want that. So make the font size changes in the master slide, and that will reflect in all of the slides and won't affect the consistency at all. Great. This page number is looking a bit odd in here. So let's go to the master slide. Let's shift the copyright a bit and let's shift the page number to the left. Reduce it. And now if you see, it will look great. Let's wrap up this video here, but in the next video I'll tell you about quick access toolbars and what are they.